Okay. Good afternoon, all. I welcome you all for this today's session. So, from last few sessions, we are discussing this first chapter, Introduction to the Plastics. Now, before starting today's session, I will just take the review of last session. From last part or from last few lectures, we are discussing the applications of the plastic material in various sectors, and from that different sectors, we have completed the applications in the agricultural sector, then in the packaging sector, then building construction sector we have completed that also, then electrical and electronic sector, and I think medical and healthcare sector also we have completed in yesterday's session only. Now in today's session, what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss some specific particular material I will select, and for that particular plastic material, where we are using that particular plastic material. For example, I have highlighted some 15-20 materials I have listed here. For example, your melamine formaldehyde, where it is used for manufacturing of cups, plates, like this. Okay, I have selected few particular examples, particular plastic material with their applications. Okay, before starting this, I will finish the remaining part, that is applications of the plastic material in the sports. Okay, sports and leisure sector, you can say. Yes, some 6, 7, probably 8 applications are there. Few I have discussed yesterday, but I will repeat some part. Okay, now here the one list is the applications are here. Now what we are going to do in this today's session, I will complete the remaining part. It will take some 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Within that I will complete the chapter. Then I will take a review of whole chapter, what we have studied. Then I will take few MCQ questions. We will discuss that, what will be the answer, and based on that only I will share one Google form, or you can say Google quiz will be there. It consists of 10 questions. It carries 1 mark each. Okay, and that you have to solve it through your email ID. Okay, information will be very much similar to your Google form only. Write your email ID, name, division, roll number, and then you have to select the correct answer and submit it. And 1 copy of that, it will be received on whichever email ID you are providing there. That answer sheet's copy will be automatically sent on your email also for your reference. Okay, and at the end you can see your score also. Okay, out of 10. Okay, now we start with this, the applications of the plastic material in the sports and leisure. Now, if you observe your surrounding, lots of sports equipment nowadays, to reduce the weight of that equipment nowadays, almost in all sports we are using the plastic material. Okay, plastic material or some advanced plastic material in the manufacturing of that. And for that particularly I have taken the example here, or one practical example of the recycling of that plastic material. I have added that. Means due to these features only we are using plastic material. You can do the recycling also, and it will give you the some features like you can do the innovation, and it will provide you lightweight. Okay, automatically it will help in the increasing the efficiency, as processing cost, processing time will be reduced. Then transportation cost is also reduced due to lighter weight. Now one example of this recycling of the plastic material in 2016 Olympics. Okay, here I have mentioned the stadium name, Maracana Stadium at the Rio 2016 Olympics. Okay, they have manufactured the stadium seats, plastic seats, and all these stadium seats are manufactured from the recycled plastic bottles. Okay, recycled means these plastic bottles may be used for beverages or water bottles may be there. After using it, we are throwing it in the dustbin. And they have collected it from that waste, and they did one processing. And after that processing, they converted it into desired shape, that is the seed. They have given the seed shape by converting required plastic molding processes are there. We are having that molding process in second chapter. Okay. And in the same way, they have used this plastic bottle material, recycled plastic bottle material, for manufacturing of the ribbons. Whichever medal, silver medal, bronze medal, gold medal will be there. And when the ribbon is there, for that medal, all that ribbons are manufactured with the help of that recycled plastic bottle material. Okay, this is the feature. That's why we are applying the plastic material in various fields. Okay, and there are some challenges also. Okay, yes, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, I have read one article related to this plastic material. Okay, research in the health research, they found the traces of plastic in our blood cells. Okay, this is the challenge. Why that traces are there in our blood cells? Because continuously we are drinking that water which is stored in the plastic bottle. We are storing our whichever water we are using in our home, we are storing it in the storage tank. It is made up of plastic only. And whichever food we are eating, packaged food, it is also covered with the plastic. Means we are saying that means food is not contaminated with the plastic material. Okay, but sometimes some traces, it may get eroded and it may get added. Due to that, what is happening here, it is affecting our health also. So these are some challenging issues, and some work is required. Okay, this is not part of your syllabus. This I am telling you for your information. These are some features. After this, we will see some exact applications. Now, the plastic materials are used in almost all ball games. Okay, whichever games are there, where we are using some ball or volleyball, football, basketball, all that materials or that particular ball will be manufactured with the help of plastic material. Here I have added one example of the suppose football. Due to the use of that plastic material, what happened? That I have described there. Okay, football, for instance, become more faster and more technical game as its weight is reduced. If you compare the previous footballs or volleyballs, then you can find that easily means its weight is reduced. Due to that, game will become more fast and more technique will be used by the players. Okay. Now here, how that ball is manufactured, that process is given here. That is by the thermal bonding, and which material is used, polyurethane layers. That description is given. This is not required. I have just added there. You can go through that. Just what you have to remember, that whichever different ball games are there, all that we are using the plastic material. Okay, and it helps us to reduce the weight, and due to that, that game becomes more faster and more technically used by the players. Okay, to play that game very effectively. Then, in addition to this, you can say that referees are using the whistles. Whichever referee or you can say the umpires are there for that particular game, they are using the whistle. It is also made from the plastic material. Then in football, you can find nets are there, that goal nets, or in volleyball, there is one net, volleyball, or you can say your tennis or badminton. Net is there. Okay, in between two players, exactly at the center, net is there. That net is manufactured with the help of plastic material only. Then corner flags are there. Okay. Then shin pads are there, football boots, almost all sport boots, or you can say your different kinds of shoes also. Nowadays, instead of it is manufactured with the help of this plastic material, that Thus, they are doing innovation or research in that, and they are using the plastic material only because it will reduce the cost and it will become lighter in weight. Okay. Then different jerseys, players are wearing jerseys. In that also, different material will be there. Plastic material will be there. Then here some part will be repeated again and again. Like in some sports, footwear, already I have told you that in whichever running, jumping, then hiking shoes are made from the plastics with lightweight. Okay. Then if you observe that the running shoes, they are providing some grips also. Okay. Means as you are reducing the weight of that shoes, you can add some weight in the form of that spikes. Spikes are there to provide the grip. Okay. Then okay, all this is just here. Please try to remember this. Which material we are using that to manufacture the sole. Okay, here I have highlighted it. Ethyl vinyl acetate. Okay, whichever sole is present. Okay, in that shoes, it is manufactured with this help of this particular material, ethyl vinyl acetate. Okay, which provides you lightweight cushioning, and polyester foam padding is also used to provide the comfort. Okay, whichever foam padding is there. So थोड़ा shoes मध्ये गादी सारखा भाग असतो बघा, नरम नरम असतो. It is made from this polyester foam. Okay, polyester material is there. From that, it is manufactured in the form of that foam. Okay. It will provide the extra comfort. Comfort or cushioning is provided by these materials. Then, in the tennis game, here also that whichever racket we are using, it is manufactured with the help of that plastic material only. Or nowadays, to improve the strength, okay, you can see that here, whichever strings are there, okay, whichever string in racket strings are there. So to provide the, can say more shock. Okay, in the racket, strings are there to provide the more shock vibration here, or to reduce the shock vibration and to give the more force. Okay, to give the more force to that ball. Okay, nowadays what we are doing, we are going for the composite materials made from the plastics. The composite material made from the plastics. Due to that, what will happen? Whichever shocks are there, that player is getting some shock. Whenever I am applying, suppose I am playing tennis, or the tennis player is applying force, then some shock will be there. Okay, as that ball is coming with some speed and I am applying one force, some shock will be there. So that I am using the plastic material. Then shock vibrations will be less and it will give you the required force also. And that is achieved by using some plastic composites. We are forming some composites and we are using them in the particular tennis field. Then plastics we are using in the water sports are there, whichever equipments that jackets are there, whichever equipments we are using, that swimsuit, all these things are manufactured with the help of plastics only. Okay, I have mentioned that names here. You can go through the. Please read it. You can understand the applications. Okay, there are some names. Kayaks, canoes. Last sentence. Kayaks, canoes, surfboards. These are nothing but the smaller forms of the boats. You may have seen it, but I think name, you don't know the name. Kayak means that boat only. Boat, different boats are there. Okay. Different boats, you have seen that in the movies, or if suppose you have visited any beach, then you have seen that, but only you don't know the name of that particular that kayaks and canoes. I will show you that. Wait, just 1 minute. I will show you the Google. Previously, I have added that. Okay, these are the kayaks or boats. Different kinds are there. Okay, got it. Whichever boats are there, we are using it in the here. You can see. Okay, all these are made from the polyethylene only. Okay. And these are where we are using it in the water sports. Okay. And it is made from the plastic only. Then the winter sports equipments, whichever clothing is there. Are you seeing that game? I don't know. Ice skating, what is the name for that? Ice skating, or I don't know the name exactly. One hockey is also played on it. Okay. And in that sports, whichever that uniform you can say, or its clothing, whichever clothing is there, it is made from the plastics. And whichever protectors are there, protectors for the knee, or whichever helmets, whichever safety equipments are there in the games, all are manufactured with the help of plastic. Why we are using plastic only? Because it is lighter in weight also. If we are using metal, and if suppose an accident occurs, then more injury will be there due to that metal only. Instead of accident, due to that equipment, you will get damage, or that particular player will get damaged. To avoid that, we are using the plastics. Okay, all equipments which we are using in that winter sports, that are made from the plastics. From your clothing to the shoes, or whichever safety equipments or accessories we are using, all are made from the plastic only. Then plastics we are using in the children's sports, leisure goods. Okay. Now here, whichever toys are there, okay, children are playing with the toys, whichever toys, or whichever their bicycles or small bicycles are there. Nowadays, all they are made from the plastic material only. Okay, because we want to provide more safety to the children. It should be light in weight and it should be safe. Okay, that's why different toys, and whichever here I have highlighted that some part is repeated again and again. Just bicycles for the childrens, then whichever children are playing that skating, practicing the skating, then they use that protectors, that knee protectors or helmets. Okay, all these devices are made from the plastic only. So these are the applications of the plastic material in the field of sports. Now, after this, we will move towards some particular plastic materials with their applications. Okay, so here I have highlighted a few plastic materials with their specific applications. Okay, questions may be there in the MCQ. I will provide the name of material and you have to identify applications. Applications will be there in the form of the options. Okay, or question will be like this: match the pairs. One side I will provide the application, and on the opposite side I will provide you the name of the materials. Okay, now here, now melamine formaldehyde, it is used for manufacturing ceramic cups, plates, bowls are there. Okay, then for decorating the top surface of paper laminates. Okay, for decorating the top surface, we are using its layer only. Then phenol formaldehyde, okay, or phenolic resin. These are relatively heat resistant and they are having excellent fire resistance. Okay, and due to this, where we are using this material, phenol formaldehyde and phenolic resin, in different electrical fixtures or paper laminated products, then thermal insulating foams. Okay, then next is polyepoxides, and these polyepoxides we are using them as an adhesive. Adhesive means it will join the two different materials or create the bond. Okay, and where we are using them in the manufacturing of the composite material. Okay, it will act as an adhesive, and we are using them in preparation of the different composite materials. Then polyesters, these are used for manufacturing of your mouse pads. Okay, here it is not available. That mouse pad, we are manufacturing it from the polyester, then different clothing fabrics. Okay, from name itself, you can write this application, clothing fabrics, because you have already heard this word again and again. Then many home furnishing materials such as bed sheets, curtains, blankets, and pillowcases, all these are made from these polyesters. Means clothing sector, you can say. Then PET material, it is your polyethylene terephthalate, PET. Now it is used for manufacturing of the bottles, whichever soft drink bottles are there, that beverages bottles are there, we are using this PET material, polyethylene terephthalate. Okay, and why we are using this PET material? Because they are excellent water and moisture barrier material. Okay, if you store water in that, it does not absorb that water. Okay, anyone is having question? Okay, then next is polyethylene. Okay, this polyethylene is having wide applications. Some examples are your bags, plastic bottles. Okay, then high density polyethylene, it is nothing but your HDPE. Here we are using this HDPE material for manufacturing of the shampoo bottles. Different shaped shampoo bottles are there. Now, while explaining this chapter, I have told you that for all materials, polyethylene is used. Okay, but for actual particular applications, we are using different polyethylene materials also. Okay, that polyethylene is classified as two types: high density polyethylene, low density polyethylene. Then, depending on our need, we can choose the suitable material. Okay. Here you can see the applications of this HDPE in shampoo bottles, then different toys, chemical containers, and pipe systems, milk jugs, recycling bins, grocery bags, and cereal box liners. Okay, this is HDPE, high density polyethylene. Then PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, common example will be whichever piping we are using in our home, in the drainage systems, it is manufactured with the help of this PVC material only. And some extra applications like window frames, these are drainage pipes, already I have explained it. Then water servicing pipes, some medical devices, then the blood storage bags are there, then cable wire insulations, then resilient flooring, roofing membranes, stationary and automotive interiors, then seat covering in our vehicles. Okay. Nowadays we are using only this PVC material there. Then in your footwears also we are using this PVC material. Then polyvinylidene chloride, PVDC. Okay, where it is used? It is used in the packaging. Okay, packaging of food, drugs in the sense here medicines. Okay, drug means medicine. Then your cosmetics. Okay, it is made from this polyvinylidene chloride, PVDC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride, and this is polyvinylidene chloride. And polypropylene, polystyrene. Okay, then polypropylene is used for packaging of the consumer products. Okay, different consumer products, for packaging them we are using polypropylene material. Then different plastic parts in the automotive industries. Okay, whichever vehicle plastic parts are there, we can go for this polypropylene material. Okay, then in textile industry also we are using this polypropylene. Then polystyrene, it is also used in the food packaging. Then laboratory wear. Okay, whichever the clothes are there, safety gloves, you have seen that it is made from this polystyrene. Okay, then it is also used in manufacturing of some ties, some automobile parts. Okay, here I have not mentioned the exact part. You can write it in, it is used in the manufacturing of different automobile parts. Related to the specific application, we will discuss that in the second chapter. Okay? But then high impact polystyrene is that it is a glass like material. Okay, means its texture will be glass, appearance will be glass like, and it is used for you can say for that yogurt container. Yogurt is nothing but is processed form of curd. कर्ड माहिती आहे तुम्हाला, कर्डला प्रोसेसिंग करून योगर्ट तयार केलं जातं. फॉर स्टोरिंग इट or for storage of that yogurt we are using this high impact polystyrene. Okay, then different bowls are there, salad bowls, plastic cutleries are there, refrigerator lining, then medical industry some trays we are using. Okay, all these are manufactured with the help of this polystyrene material. Then ABS, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. This is, I think you just heard this word, ABS. ABS. What is the meaning of ABS? A long form is like this: acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. Okay, used in your keyboards, electronic housing, monitors, printers. All these are your computer parts. Okay, computers, printers, monitors. Okay, we are using this ABS material. And different automobile parts, pipe fittings, and different toys are there. Acrylobutadiene styrene. Lego toys. Lego toys means the different parts are there, and we are making its assembly. That kind of toys are there for children. Suppose one elephant is there, then it is broken in 6-7 parts, and we are providing them to the small children. Okay, and they are assembling it or joining it to form that picture. Okay, that are nothing but your Lego toys. Then polyamide is used in textile, automobile industries. And kitchen utensils in the sense different kitchen equipments which are used for cooking, like your spoons, what is the word for that? But you can, in short, you can say the kitchen utensils. Okay, which are big size drums are there that are made from these polyamides or different sportswear and polycarbonate material for manufacturing the eyeglasses and security windows, which have traffic lights are there, or lenses which are used. Lenses nowadays, instead of wearing that specs, We are replacing it with the lenses. Okay, it is made from that polycarbonate material. Okay, that lens card is using these materials. Nowadays they are manufacturing lenses with different colors. Okay, that lenses are available in different colors also. Okay, means it is providing some innovation. Okay, innovation, and it is also providing you safety. Then polyethylene ABS, it is used in low duty dry bearings. Then polycarbonate ABS means it is the combination of two different materials to get the desired properties. It is used in interiors for the cars. Then mobile phone bodies is polycarbonate ABS. And applications include the flashlights, then phones, laptop cases are there, keyboards, monitors, then, automotive IP retainers are there, wheel covers, and tractor hoods, and safety helmets. All these are manufactured with the help of this polycarbonate ABS. Then the last application which I have added here, it is polyurethane. That polyurethane foam is widely used. Okay, where it is used high resiliency flexible foam seating. Okay, foams are there. Have you seen that foam? Foam paहिले ka tumhi? PU foam. Now beds are there, orthopedic beds nowadays. Suppose you are having some back pain, okay, back pain or neck pain. Then mattress you have seen nowadays, that mattress, PU mattress, they are telling you PU foam is there. Okay, that PU is nothing but the polyurethane. Whenever you are suffering with some orthopedic injuries like that, for example, lower back pain or neck pain is there, then doctor will tell you to purchase one orthopedic mattress. Orthopedic mattress name is there. Mattresses, number of mattresses are available, but orthopedic mattress is there, and that in that orthopedic mattress, that PU foam material is there. PU foam. Okay, means it will, if suppose you are using that mattress and you are sleeping on that mattress, then it will take the shape of your body. Okay, suppose our spine is there, it is having this kind of shape. Okay, like this, starting from neck here. Here you can see it will be bent like this inwards. Then it will come out, and again this is your back. Then at the lower back side, again it will bend in lower direction, okay, or inward direction. Okay. Then if you sleep on that PU mattress, it will take the shape of your spine and it will get the rest. Okay. Sometimes what will happen, if you are sitting in suppose you are sitting for continuously for 2 hours, 4 hours, then stiffness will be there. Your whichever bones are there, they will become rigid. And when you are sleeping on the rigid mattress, there will be some gap, as your spine structure is different. It is not straight. Spine structure is not straight. Spine asa nasto, ekdam asa straight nasto. Okay, it will be like this. Starting from this is lower back, then center, then when you go towards your neck, it will be like this. तुम्ही बघू शकता असं. Okay. So whenever you are using the rigid mattress, some gap will be there, and due to your load, you will feel some pain there. Okay. So that polyurethane, why I am telling you some difficulties, or why we are using that. Then the back pain means it will be very easy for you to remember it. Okay. Polyurethane material will be there in that orthopedic mattress, or it is also known as PU mattress. Okay. Then it is again used in different applications like microcellular foam seals, gaskets, then durable elastomeric wheels, tires, then automobile suspension bushing. Okay, so different seal, gasket, carpet underlays, then hard plastic parts. We are using this PU material. Okay, its foam is used. It is used in the form of foam. Okay. So these are the applications of the plastic material. I think now I have completed this part. So here different plastic components with different shapes I have shown you in this one slide. These are the applications of the plastic material. Okay, in the form of pipe and different couplings, elbows, some T-joints. Okay, all these are made from the plastics. Then in this way, we have completed this chapter. So within few minutes, I will take the review what we have studied in this chapter. Okay, this chapter we have started with okay, this chapter we have started with the basics, that is what is the meaning of plastic material. Then we have discussed its common properties. These properties are nothing but the features of the plastic material. Then we have discussed its classification. Basically, these are classified in two different types, that thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. Okay. Then we have discussed the properties of thermoplastic material, properties of thermosetting materials, then the advantages of thermosetting thermoplastic material and thermosetting plastic material, advantages and disadvantages for both materials. Then we have discussed these points, means we did the comparison of these two materials, and for doing the comparison, we have taken the reference of their chain formation, whichever polymer formation is there. Okay, monomer, the name itself, it will indicate. First, after that, we have completed the additives used in the plastic to change or alter the properties. Okay. Then in polymerization, we have discussed the monomer and polymer. What is the monomer? The name itself will indicate. Mono means one. Okay. And polymer. Poly means number of or many. Okay. Mono means there will be single unit of that plastic material. And when number of monomers came together or stitched together, then it will give you the polymer. And this polymer formation process is termed as polymerization. Okay. From this monomer, polymer is formed by stitching process. Number of monomers will be stitched together to form a polymer, and that process is nothing but your polymerization process. Okay. Then this polymerization is classified in different types: addition polymerization, condensation polymerization. Okay. This is the addition polymerization. It is further divided in different types. Okay. In addition polymerization, it is completed in single step. Okay. Just two different monomers will be stitched or joined, and no byproduct is formed. In this condensation polymerization, byproducts are formed, like water or some acid or some alcoholic element will be formed. Then in that, we have discussed different types: homopolymerization, copolymerization, Kraft polymerization. And again, this copolymerization, depending on its formation nature, random, alternating, and block copolymerization is there. And one extra type also we have discussed, that is coordination polymerization. Then we have discussed the steps involved in the polymerization. In addition polymerization, 3 steps are there. Initiation here, initiation, propagation, and termination. Okay, these are the steps in addition polymerization. These are the steps in addition polymerization. Okay, in this slide, examples for addition and condensation polymerization. In one diagram, you can get that example. Then the comparison points between addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. These are the comparison points. With example, you can add the example. Okay, examples can be considered as differentiating points. Okay. Then this is copolymerization. craft, coordination. Then after that, we have discussed the testing methods used for checking the plastic material. Okay. And then in that, we have discussed the tensile testing method. Okay. This is the tensile testing method. Here, codes are very important. Codes or standards. They may ask you these questions in the MCQs. Okay. After this, okay, this is the standard used for conducting tensile testing, ASTM D638. Okay, for thick samples we are using this, and if sample is thin, suppose thin film is there, then D882 we are using. Then flexural testing. Okay, to determine the flexural strength and flexural modulus, we are using it. And how it is conducted here. The test specimen, it is a rest or support is given at two corners and load is applied at the center. Okay, flexural strength is determined here. Then impact test. Here we are using ISOD impact test for plastic material. These are the standard dimensions for the specimen preparation. Here I have mentioned for plastic material. Please refer only for plastic material. Okay, and we are using ISOD impact testing. And standard used is ASTM D256. And tensile impact energy testing, combination of impact testing and which one? Tensile and impact. This is the machine used for it, tensile impact tester. This is the part, you can say, this is the part out of your syllabus. Okay, this is one more testing, checking the density. This is the content beyond syllabus. Okay, how to check the density? This equipment is used. Okay, now density is one of the most important property. Okay, one method for checking the density used is that equipment used is plastic densitometer. Here name is given, plastic densitometer, and this method uses the water displacement and weight to determine the density of polymer. You can check the raw plastic material which is available in the form of small granules or pellets. त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही त्याची डेन्सिटी रॉ मटेरियल जे असतं प्लास्टिकचं त्याची पण, किंवा if you have molded or you have formed the end product, that material density can also be checked here. Okay, this is the plastic densitometer. Okay, this is the diagram. Just what you have to remember here, density can be checked for raw plastic material as well as for the molded plastic part using the device termed as the plastic densitometer. Okay, and which means basic principle used here, or which helps to determine the density of that polymer, the water displacement and weight. We are with the help of that we are determining the density. So these are some material, some extra properties which can determine. Then applications of the plastic material. So you can consider, means this is not the part of your syllabus, but I have added it. Just try to remember it. They may ask you in the MCQs. Okay. So these are applications of plastic material. Okay, they are not going to ask you the specific applications. They will ask you the application sector-wise in the field of agriculture sector, or in the field of your packaging like this. Or they will provide you with the MCQ questions. Mulching paper is manufactured. Which material we are using? Okay, like this. Material is very important. They may ask you in the MCQs. Okay, then we have discussed this part, applications of the particular plastic materials in different sections. Then we have discussed the applications of the plastic material in the field of agriculture sector. Okay, like greenhouses, tunnels, then mulching sheets, then plastic reservoirs or storage tanks, then in irrigation system, that drip irrigation pipes are manufactured with the help of this polyethylene material, HDPE material only. Then silage films are there. Then different plastic boxes, crates are there. Okay, these are greenhouses, tunnels, mulching sheets, silage films, reservoir tanks. Okay, generally we are using polyethylene material for manufacturing of these tanks. Then in packaging field where we are using the plastic, or why we are using the plastic material and where we are using it, that we have discussed in different sectors, in building construction, then in transportation, electrical and electronic sector, then in healthcare and medical sector, and in sports sector. Okay, in this way we have completed this chapter. Now within few minutes we will discuss few. Wait, please wait. I will discuss these questions visible on your screen. Yes. Okay. Now, these are some MCQ questions. Okay. You have to give answer. You can mention that in the chat box, and those students attending physically here, you can tell me the options. Okay. Which material, dash materials here, which materials are added to the plastics to raise their mechanical properties? These are the options: fillers, plasticizers, reinforcing agents, or none of the above. Which is correct answer? Wow. Filler. Last one. Okay, its answer is reinforcing agents. Plasticizers we are adding to improve the flow and decrease the brittleness. Fillers we are adding to reduce the cost and to increase the mechanical properties, like suppose strength we want to improve, then we are adding reinforcing agents. Okay, then in addition polymerization reaction, the polymer is formed in a single step. Okay, multiple steps are not there. Then this is an extra question I have added. Then whichever processability testing is there for plastic material, there is one technical term used, the MI. Okay, this is not the part of your syllabus. This is added for the information. Okay, they may ask you in MCQ. MI stands for, you can predict, any guess? What? Loudly. Okay, any guess? Malleability index. Okay, how you are going to guess it? For processing, which parameter is necessary for doing the processing? We are trying to melt that material like this. Here, melt index. Okay. Okay, here this is very important. These two questions. The material which soften on heating and harden on cooling is termed as. If you got this, automatically next question you can answer. Okay, the material which becomes soft on heating and hardens on cooling, it is thermoplastic material. Thermoplastic materials. Your PVC material, have you observed it? Whenever we are providing heat, it will become soft. It will become soft. Whenever there is problem in the fitting, pipe fitting, what that plumber is doing, it is providing some heat and that fitting is done. Okay. And exactly opposite to it, The material in which heat causes them to set. Instead of melting, it will directly set. Okay. Set and hard, it will become hard. And it is applied to the thermosetting material. We have seen that we can do the reshaping only once. Instead of using reshaping, you can use the word, we can mold it once only. You cannot do that process again and again. Once heat is provided, it will acquire that shape and it will become hard. That is your thermosetting material. Okay. The next question, already I have explained it. Which of the following is an additive used for saving cost of the base plastic material? Filler material. Okay. And which of the following is an example of thermosetting material? Thermosetting material. Please go through the all examples. Here, polyethylene, polypropylene is thermoplastic. Then you may get confused in the nylon and polyester resin. This polyester resin is thermosetting plastic material. Okay, option is A. Then which of the following is an example of thermoplastic material? Okay, here bakelite is thermosetting material, epoxy resin is thermosetting material, polyester resin is thermosetting, your polyethylene and polypropylene is your thermoplastic material. Some options may be like this. They will give you B option polypropylene, C option polyethylene, and D option both A and B like this. Okay, and your answer will be both A and B. Okay, please read it carefully. Then, in which polymerization method monomer reacts by eliminating small molecules in repetitive manner to form a polymer and a byproduct? In which polymerization process byproduct is formed? Condensation polymerization is your answer. Condensation polymerization. Okay. Then this is the last question. Okay. Which material we are mixing in the plastics to improve their flow characteristics and decrease their brittleness? Plasticizers we are adding. Stabilizer we are adding for stabilizing the material, means its dimension does not changes with the time. Colorants to give different colors. Fillers are used to reduce the cost. Here correct answer is plasticizer. Okay. So these are a few MCQ questions. Okay, I have discussed this and I will share you the link. Okay, probably I will share the link in the next session. Okay, if I take it now, we will answer all questions. But just now we have discussed. In the next session, we have to solve this test. Okay, and I will also send you the assignment questions. Okay, assignment question, assignment number 1 based on the chapter first. Assignment question will be shared on your group. Then already I have uploaded the PPTs. Okay, 2 PPTs I have uploaded. Only if you refer the presentation, that PPT which I have uploaded, 2 PPTs I have uploaded because the file size is becoming too large. 1 PPT with the initial part, okay, up to testing, and the separate PPT I have added for the application, and 1 PDF file for that written notes of the application, and some introductory part, introduction of plastic material, that also I have added. But instead of referring notes, if you refer that presentation and just go through the recorded sessions, it is very much sufficient for the preparation. Okay, if you are having any difficulty, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will conclude this. In this way, we have completed our first chapter, it is Introduction to the Plastics. In next session, I will take the unit test and I will provide you the assignment questions also. For submitting the assignment question, I will share you separate link. You have to write the answers to that question and upload it on that link only. Okay. And here, try to provide your college email ID only while answering the test. Okay. Means its record will be stored on your side also. Okay, suppose I put your absentee, then you can come with the proof. I have attended. Okay, like this. Okay, at the end, your term work marks will be based on this internal term work marks. Whichever tests you are appearing, it has some weightage. Whichever assignments you are submitting, it has some weightage. So please submit it on time and attend it carefully. Okay, now those who are attending online, please, if you are having any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can put your attendance in the chat box and you can leave this session. Thank you for attending this session.